Lillian. These are the hematite spheres. They are, I want to say, maybe 18 millimeters is my guess. They are heavy. Hematite is a lot heavier than like an agate. So even though this one's bigger, it is significantly lighter than this one. So just so you know, there's a little bit more weight to hematite than what you would have with the quartz. Okay, so that would be for the pendant. Sorry, here. And so I'm going to pull out the design that I do. So I would be wrapping it like this, but I would patina it and polish it. So this is mine. It hasn't been polished in forever, but I've worn this for, I don't know, 6-7 years now. Oops. So I'm thinking about doing it on, instead of doing it on this chain, that's what it looks like, you know, years later. It becomes really brassy. I'm kind of liking, like, the last batch of chain I got, I wasn't really thrilled with, so I'm thinking about going to the shiny copper, which I can patina the pendant and then polish it so it's brighter, so that it matches the copper chain, and then eventually everything will kind of, you know, darken, but it should not happen for a while. So I'm thinking that, and then so here are, I'm just going to start dumping things out. These are all fluorite. I don't think I want to use those. I really like these right here. Really like those. And then maybe I might incorporate some of these in there. So these are rainbow fluorite. I kind of have to see what things look like, you know, once I start putting everything together, but I'm thinking about that. And then, see, I also have these just different chip beads. I'm not really a huge fan of those because they're just so irregular, but I really like these ones here. So I might incorporate some of these. Let's take a little pile over here. And then these are all my hematites. So I'll just start pulling stuff out. These are cool little geometric shapes that I really like. I might do. I actually really like these two things too, the cubes and the little tubes. So I just have to see, like, I mean, I can only fit so many things in it, so I just have to look and see what looks good together. Here are some little tubes, and these are magnetic. Yeah, so some of them are magnetic and some of them are not. So with the magnetic stuff, it is a really strong magnet. So, I mean, it's super strong. So, so you wouldn't want it to come in contact probably with your phone. I mean, I don't know how affected your phone and credit cards are to magnets, but you definitely wouldn't want to touch your credit card with the magnetic hematite. This is magnetic. I have, yes, these are, I think these are 6 millimeter or slightly smaller. They look kind of more like a 5. But I've got non-magnetic, the same size, and then I've got the 4 millimeters, and then I have these in non-magnetic as well. So I'm thinking about And actually the non-magnetics are not here. So I'm thinking about those. I'm also thinking about these ones, the 10 millimeters. So those are a possibility. And then these are the chip beads, and I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not really feeling the chip beads. So yeah, I'm thinking, so with like these ones, I could have one of these with one of the little teeny balls on either side, divided with a little bead cap. Oh shoot, I wish I, or not a bead cap, a spacer bead. I wish I had examples of those handy. I'm thinking, no I don't. I apologize. I don't have them up here. But they're in some of my other, like I've got some steer pendants that are, the ones that are in my shop that are with brass. Those ones have little spacer beads, but they're just these little, you know, they would just add this just little dots of copper in between that would tie it in nicely with the chain. So that with those little balls on either side, and then one of either this or this one with spacers, and then on the other side of the spacers, these guys. Oops, flinging them, those guys. So I just have to pick, you know, I have to put them all together and experiment and see what looks best. And then I don't know if it's just too much to throw in another thing. Maybe what I do is I just use one of these at the end, and then when I pick which beads of the rainbow ones to use, that I make sure that I get some purple in there so that one of these guys will look good at the end. Oh, wait, how do we do that? We can't do that because we're having this at the end. I'm sorry. I'm thinking out loud. Yeah, we're having a pendant at the end instead of a bead, and then the other end of is the clasp. So I don't know that these are going to work because unless we do something totally different than what I'm thinking. But what I'm thinking, I think it's going to look really good. So yeah, those are my favorites. These ones, sorry, I'm not in frame, those ones, and then these little guys. And just let me know whether you want these to be magnetic or not. And I just need to lay it all out and then calculate like how to get it all to be the right length for you. And I think it's going to be really cool. So, okay, there it is.